Okay, I should note to you guys that for Marilyn's blush, she did use, I noticed, a bronzer. And I'm using, this is called Hot Flash. So for the bronzer, she really emphasized this area, the southern part in on your cheek. I'm going to do the same for the other side. And when I was doing that, I was staying below that bone. For her blush, she uses very, and I don't know if this is accurate or not, because a lot of things tended to turn out very like orangey, reddish type of thing on camera, but looks like she used a very peachy type of blush, and this is Peachy Keen by MAC, and I'm applying this to my apples. And a quick swipe across the forehead. Now we are ready to get started on the liner, I guess you could call it. Back to your NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk that I just smashed and destroyed pretty much. You're going to need an angled brush. If I can find mine. Actually, first thing you're going to need, you're going to need a smudge brush. And Marilyn used, or her makeup artist used, white eyeliner on the bottom parts of her eye. So I'm going to go ahead and, man, this is wrecked. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Oh, this is not going to work. Do it this way. I'm going to just smudge that NYX Jumbo Pencil all along the bottom part of my eye. And I like smudging it because it's less harsh. Now for my other eye. Need a little bit more on my right eye. And really make sure to get it light towards the inside. Now you can even smudge a little bit below that waterline. Now what you can do next is take your a dab of that honey pot that we used earlier, and with a smaller brush, I'm just going to use something like this. The smaller brush, just dabbing a little bit right where we kind of like really blended that out below the waterline. And feel free to use that smudge brush if you really want to get a nice blended look. I'm not really going too far out with that. I'm keeping it, and you can kind of like circle it a little bit here on the inside. Keeping it towards the inside is what I'm trying to say. So far we have this type of look. Using the angled brush, drawing our, following our guide from our triangle and using the bottom line. I don't know if you can see where I just drew that. Dipping it in a little bit more, and I am right on our lash line. I'm just doing like a little mini triangle and connecting everything. Getting a brown shadow, I'm using Woodwinked by MAC. I'm going over that. The next step is to fill in that triangle area some more with that white, that O2 white. And you can go over maybe that brown one more time. Do you see where I'm connecting it? I guess that's what I'm really trying to get at here. I'm connecting right here. And our next step is going to be lashes, so stay tuned. If you want to achieve the full Marilyn look, I would really suggest using this, it's called, I just did a review on it, it's called Show Off. It's the MAC Brow Set. I'm using the lighter one though, in Beguile. And what I'm going to do is quickly apply a quick coat of that to my lashes, or I mean, my brows. And what this is basically doing is A, taming them, and B, filling in some color before we really start doing some work. You're going to want to let that dry for a couple seconds, and during this time you could get out your angle brush, and if you're going darker, like she did, you would get out a dark brown shadow, whatever you have. I'm trying to think. Out of that Too Faced palette, I would suggest probably Cocoa Puff. It's this color right here. I'm going to go ahead and use a lighter brown just because I don't want the full Marilyn effect, seeing that my fiancé is coming home and he's going to be like, why the heck are you walking around with all that makeup on? So give me a second here. Increasing the arch of my brow, because Marilyn, she thought she had a big forehead, which, oh my god, she's gorgeous, but we're going to increase that arch, that triangle part right here, and really bring that up and emphasize it. And all I'm doing is using an angled brush and basically drawing a brow. I'm going to start at the inside and really give this a very squared off, very precise look, very squared off and precise. Now I'm going to just basically draw a line following my natural arch here, and she did follow her natural arch. And come down. And continuing it out a little bit more. Now here's where it gets different. I'm going to really thicken up my brow. Still following my natural line, I'm going to be really adding to that arch. See how now the triangle's like really much higher up on my eyebrow? Now can you see the difference in my two brows? Here's my Marilyn-esque brow and here's my natural brow. So basically I was building the depth from the top, not messing with the bottom. All I did with the bottom was really just follow my natural line and just kind of, you know, blend everything in. So that's the brow. Now next we're going to talk lashes. After my brows are already filled in, I'm going to apply a quick coat of mascara to my top lashes. Trying to think here. You can go a little bit heavy with it. Just make sure it doesn't get clumpy. This, by the way, is the Falsies Volume Express Mascara. I think it's by Maybelline. Now that we have our mascara on, Marilyn used strip lashes, however, not across the entire eye. What you can do, you can buy these now, which is really nice. You don't have to cut them. I used from Sephora. They come in a circular package like this, but they're by the brushes and everything. But they're like little end lashes. So I'm going to be applying these little about a quarter size falsies to the very end of my. So now I'm applying glue, strip glue, to the very the very end of the lashes. You want to let your mascara set before you do this. I should have mentioned that. You want to let it set, I don't know, go do something, go, I don't know, have a snack, brush your teeth or something for a few minutes. That way you can really let your mascara set. That way it's not tacky and it's not prone to stick to whatever you're doing. You're going to want this to get tacky, the glue. You can kind of tell when it turns transparent. That's when you know it's tacky. But we're just going to stick these on the very ends of my eye. There we go. Next we're going to do the lips, so stay tuned. So now, unfortunately, I do not have any red lipstick, so I'm going to give you as close as possible. First off, I'm going to use a lip prep. In my case, I just use a Studio Sculpt, which is NW30 by MAC. It's a concealer, but I just put it all around my lips. Next, the darkest lip liner that I have, I don't have any red, but I've got this one, it's 664C, and it's called Fab Fuchsia, and this is by Wet n Wild. Now, what Marilyn did is get the outside corner right here of her lip and increase it. And she did it with like a bow tie, I think they called it, or like bowed out. She basically went from here and created a rounded lip. But she really increased that outside edge. And I'm kind of doing a heart shape. And for my bottom. By keeping this top line thicker than the bottom, she gave the appearance of what she thought was a pouty lip. I'm filling in right now. Now because I don't have red, I'm just going to go ahead and put this red gloss over my lips, whereas now you would put on your red lipstick. Pretty much, this is it. Pretty intense look. So I can get back a little bit here. So overall, I hope you enjoyed the Marilyn tutorial. I just added a little dot right here using a brown eyeliner pencil for her beauty mark, I guess you could call it. And this is a really fun look, and thanks, I believe it was Junebug who requested this. So thank you so much for requesting this look, because it's really inspired my thoughts to do a lot of different other 50s type pinups. So I will get in close here and give you guys the full look again, so you know, you can get one more overall idea. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you later.